you in the head and pray for you, which one will you choose?
Well, probably depends what you want.
Between 10 million naira, for you to choose 10 million naira, or let Pastor E.A. Adeboye touch you for head, pray for you, which one will you choose?
A mirror as condition is now, as I said before.
Okay.
In my own view,
Okay.
I may say it. Let him bless me.
Okay, let Pastor E.A. Adeboye bless you.
Exactly.
So you reject 10 million
because
naira?
his blessing
Is more than 10 million.
Beyond more than that million.
10 million, okay.
And it will be something that will take you ahead of your life.
Okay. Now, do you think Pastor E.A. Adeboye will choose you over 10 million?
Depends on his choice.
Okay, depends on his choice.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I'd like to know what Pastor Adeboye's choice is. I want to know Pastor Adeboye's. Let's ask Pastor Adeboye. Pastor Adeboye, sir, please, what is your own choice? We would like to know. Pastor Adeboye.
Who, by the grace of God, can give 1 billion naira. And in the glory of Ọlọ́run alààyè tí wọ́n lè fún wa ní bílíọ̀nù kọ̀ọ̀kan. Such people should please see my secretary in the office tonight for a very special announcement. Kí gbogbo irú àwọn bẹ́ẹ̀ rí akọ̀wé mi nínú ọ́fíìsì wa lálẹ́ yìí fún ìfitónilétí pàtàkì kan. And then there will be some of you who can say, Daddy, I wish I can give 1 billion, but all I can afford is 100 million. Àwọn kan wà tí ó ní pé bóyá àwọn ìgbà fẹ́ ṣe bílíọ̀nù kan yìí, ṣùgbọ́n ohun tí wọ́n lè rí sípa wọn ká òun náà ni 100 mílíọ̀nù. Such people should also see my secretary after the program tonight. Irú àwọn bẹ́ẹ̀ náà.
Well, okay. Sorry, the first sister. Sorry, Pastor Adeboye choose money. And he has stated his preference, starting from 1 billion. So then tell you, say me you collect 10 million, you say you prefer me Pastor Adeboye lay hand on your head. They can't ask you, say, what you think say Pastor Adeboye go choose? Pastor Adeboye talk say he prefer. I understand this is a product of brainwash. It's a product of, I'm not abusing anybody. It's choice, we are just discussing choices and what are the things that inform our choices. Now, I would say the auntie that they interviewed there didn't know what she wanted. She's doing POS. She's outside there from morning till night. She's outside there. She's doing something, giving her little. And they now say, if you see 10 million and Pastor Adeboye should lay hand on you, she said she doesn't know what she wants. She doesn't know why she's outside. And I'm very sure that she picked that option because of what she has read and what pastors have told them. That, if God just visits your house, if Jesus just branch for your house once, if Jesus just branch for your house once, you are blessed for life. The way people have been sermonized, the way people have been so sermonized in this country, they don't know what they want, but the pastors preaching to them know what they want. Have you ever wondered why, if a church needs to build new parish, or needs to buy land, or build an extension, or build toilets, or vestry, or anything, any development in church, they will ask all of you to donate, contribute, apart from paying offering, paying tithe, love offering, thanksgiving offering, this offering, that offering, donations. They still call for special times, like you just heard our daddy in the Lord, Daddy Gio. They know what they want. But when a member is sick, they'll say the person should come out, all of you should lay hand and leg on them and be praying. When they know all you need is money for treatment. So in other words, members don't know what they want, but pastors know what they want. I like Pastor Adeboye, Daddy Gio, respect, sir. I love him. I like people who know what they want. But we must also begin to educate and sensitize those who don't know what they want. This is not where I'm going. This is just preamble. Where I'm going is this. Nigerians, we too overdo religion. Why? But before then, look at this video. You remember they said North closed
we have at the
schools.
federal government. Our schools are
Honorable Minister, hold on. You know, they said that up north, they shut down schools for Ramadan. You understand? They shut schools for Ramadan. And while we are at it, the Minister for Education has this to say, and I must salute her. But because what she said is quite instructive, so let's listen.
And then, of course, at the state level also, at subnational level, each state does its education. The schools are under the state government, and it's within their right to do that. You cannot say that a particular state must do that. But then, of course, what we can do is to engage with the states, to actually discuss with them and give them our own position with regard to that. Even in countries that are recognized as Muslim countries like Saudi Arabia, they don't close their schools. So that is very clear. There is nowhere that is said because you are fasting, you should actually stop schooling. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam went for war even during Ramadan. So it's not something that you can say that, yes, you need to stop schooling to do that.
Gentlemen and ladies, what the Honorable Minister just said there, clearly again, in another way, is that religion in Nigeria is clearly being imposed, enforced, and people get engrossed in it. You know, most of us, majority of us, are either Christians or Muslims in Nigeria. 98% of the reason we are the religion we choose is because we grew up in it. Maybe the remaining 2% are conversions or exposure or lethargy or started feeling withdrawn. But if you are either Christian or Muslim in Nigeria, majority of those who are Christians or Muslims are in that religion because they grew up in it. Not because they grew up to become religious or chooses. It's because they grew up religious. Hello. That said, look at what they are doing up north. And look at what the Honorable Minister just said. That even there in Saudi Arabia, so-called Muslim countries, they are not shutting down schools to observe Ramadan. Nigerians, why are we doing like Jehovah Overdo? And this shutting down schools for Ramadan is not because they are godly. It is not because the governors who are doing this are godly. They are not godly. Over Ramadan, they are not going to shut down revenue offices. So over Ramadan, they are not going to say, oh, this month is only month, no allocation. They are not going to say no corruption this month. So. But the eye service of shutting down school is to what end? Gone. Jehovah Overdo. It is to what end? Gone. Because you see them now. They wear their kini, put their hands inside their agbada like Buhari, wear calf, be going to Jumot, be doing kukuku. Nigerians are religious, but they are religious but not godly. Now them evil pass, their stomach, their belly filled with evil. And now we religious pass, but we are not godly. No, what have Saudi copied from us? Why is it that we don't put energy, all these energies, why are we not putting them into innovations so that we can also major in innovations and not just in religions. What has religion fetched us? Really, let's even start from that. We've been doing this thing since 1960. What has religion, or prior then, what has religion therefore fetched us 2025 and counting? But we know what the little innovations we copied have fetched us now. What has religion fetched us? Now, eye service we dey do. Other countries that are copying innovative tech, look at where they are. Nigeria that is copying religion and doing, we are more Catholic than the Pope and we are more Muslim than Saudi. And yet, look at where we are. So what has religion fetched us really? So look at all those children that you are forcing to stay at home because of Ramadan. You are teaching them to be extremists in nature. You are forcing compliance over religion. What are you teaching? They will become, what are you tending them to? What will they become what will they tend towards? What do you think they will get biased for? They'll say, I can remember over Ramadan, we don't go to school. When their mates are busy learning the latest code to build the latest app that will become the next greatest invention in the world, you shut your own children at home over Ramadan. And I even see many people are even fasting right now who don't even have food at home. And I wonder, if you don't have food and you are fasting, it is to achieve what? Go. Because I dey see video where they fast for Muslim countries, Islamic countries. I see where they fast. And I can suspect that the reason they do it is because they eat a lot around the year and they probably just spared a month for themselves to allow the system adjust. And when they want to break their fast, if you see the kind of food they eat, it is more than the 3 square meal average Nigerian eats here, even when there's no fasting. If you see the quality of nourishing food they used to break, you go on fast. But poor people here, whenever I shop, you see they force them. My God. And Jehovah overdo. Poor children, whenever know wetin they go shop, you still force them to compliance over what? The minister just said it now, that even Anabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam still went for his occupation, still went to war during Ramadan. Wetin be your own now? If not eye service, you are only shutting down schools now. Have you shut down your own means of corruption? Forgive me. Sorry, okay. Means of revenue or income, abi? Are you therefore not going to receive allocation this month? Over respect for Ramadan. Abi, I don't get. What are we doing? Free these children, Joe. Let them go and learn. The world is waiting for these children to bring out innovations in there. You are shutting their brain down over Ramadan. So are you saying they can't fast while going to school? Like they will not be able to fast because they are in school? I want to understand. What is the meaning of Boko Haram again? No. What is the meaning of Boko Haram again? Tell me now. I started with church matter so that it doesn't look like I'm concentrating on only Muslims now. All of us, whether as Christians, Muslims, or whatever, we are over religious. We too do. We too do for this country. You don't do now. Hey, I want Jehovah overdo. Anything government invests in this country, you know what happens from there? The moment they start investing a lot on pilgrimage, a lot in fasting, a lot in this, a lot in that, you know, they are simply trying to breed people who cannot. You understand? Who cannot think. That's what they are trying to breed. And thanks to social media now, we can use the avenue to start educating people to say, no, 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 no. No, no. But even at that, they are angry at what we are doing. I know. They distract people. They now pay influencers. They pay influencers now that there's social media. They now start paying influencers to be. They have 3 categories of influencers. 3 that they pay. The distraction influencers. Those ones are paid to distract you so that you don't know what is going on. Because you are not going to be paying attention to these things. That's why things like this really don't have, it doesn't have engagements as it should, because they don't want you educated. They will be paying money to this. Those ones are the ones that will be making skits, creating different buzzes around celebrities, so that I can be discussing those things. You distract yourself. Those ones, number 1 category of influencers. Those are the lowest level of influencers. Yeah, the lowest level. No, that is like the middle level. The highest level are the narrative influencers. That's one, when matter don't pass the skit makers, maybe the agenda wey they bring this week, to catch. Instead, people are paying attention to what they are doing at the National Assembly, or paying attention to this more than the skits their influencers created. That is their distraction influencers. What those ones have created is not catching people enough, that people are now paying attention to political matters. They will now take it to the next, which is the highest level they pay. Those ones are the narrative influencers. Those ones will now say, okay, now that you are discussing this matter, okay, yeah, let's go. They will now start twisting the narrative. They will now be rebuilding the narrative. They'll be twisting it for you. And these ones don't work alone. They usually work with the 3rd category, which is the those ones, we call them data boys. Those ones are always in the comments. The moment they say that you get the logic and you are commenting, all right, you are getting the point in your comments, they will come and reply your comment and be saying, didn't you also notice this? Didn't you check that? Even in your so-called sinner climbs, this, those ones are data boys. So those are the 3 categories of influencers. They are paid to be influencing your thoughts, to be remoting you, to be distracting you. Those are the 3 categories of influencers that government pays. I'm not mentioning them, but you follow them, you know them. You are adults, so you can fill in the gaps, right? You are adults now, so you can fill in the gap. I'm not going to mention them to you. Adults in the so you know. But the point here is simple. If they are investing a lot in religion, trust me, religion is going to get a lot of motivations to attract a lot of people, because there's investment in it. Check it out now. Anything that is well invested in gets crowd. Even sports. Yeah, a lot of people will sit down and watch ball. Why? Because players have money. They display it. You say, oh, Bobo Elowo is a footballer. Do they discuss academics like that? No, because there's no money inside it. Say, that guy is very brilliant. Look at the way he brought that thing down, because get money, they know discuss am. Why is it that it is the pastors that have the highest, that have the largest, that has the largest dimension of auditorium that people go to? Because money, you get money, is showing off the money. Yeah. So anything that shows off wealth or shows off money, people go. That's why government chooses what to fund well, to attract more people into it. So when you see government funding anything massively, you get why. So why are Nigerians overdoing religion? You know why. Enjoy the rest of the day.